Hello, hello, everybody. So let's start our Monday intention activation session after 2 weeks of break. And so first, let's close our eyes and give ourselves a little stretch. Give yourself permission to move, stretch your arms, roll your shoulders, your neck, even your, twisting, rolling your back until you feel nice and comfortable on your seat. And then just become aware of the sensations in your body, the feeling of the weight of your body on your seat, and the feeling of the weight of your feet on the ground. And connecting with the ground, have that intention to ground yourself, connecting with the earth, even pressing the feet on the earth as if you're acknowledging and thanking the earth for being here and allowing our human experience. And when you've done all that, just bring your attention and focus all the way up into your chest, and even right in the middle of your chest, connecting with the heart. Maybe you can feel your heart. Maybe you can hear your heart. Maybe you need to put your hand on your heart. It doesn't matter what way you do it, as long as you connect with your heart. And then just imagine or visualize as if your breath is flowing in and out directly through your heart. And now for about a minute together, let's just breathe a little bit slower and a little bit deeper than we usually do. Trying to have the in-breath and out-breath as balanced and regular as possible. And I'll keep track of the time for us. Okay. And maybe you can start to feel already as if your mind is calming down, a sense of peace and quiet. That's just that slow breathing that is bringing some neutral to the mind. So keep breathing on this quiet, calm, regular rhythm. And as you're doing so, let's remind ourselves of our vision. Let's remind ourselves of the direction that we're heading in life. What is our intention for the future? And you are free to see as far away as you want for that. But just remind yourself what are the intentions, the general intention for a far enough future, whether it's your whole life, the next year, the next 6 months, the next month. And once you've done that, let's have a little look at the week that's just gone, having a little review. And here as well, you have the choice to review it in general, a sense of all areas of your life, or to focus on one specific area that's important to you right now. Oftentimes we choose to do the professional one, but you're free, absolutely free to do it any way you want. And if you're looking at a wide range, you could look at your personal life, your relationships with your friends, family, your relationship with yourself. Oftentimes we forget about that. Looking at our health, our work-life balance, our exercise regimen, maybe some personal projects that are dear to our heart, but sometimes we don't prioritize. Even things like your intimate relationships, your time off, leisure, holidays planned. So in all of these areas, picking and choosing what you want to focus on. What did work well last week? What was aligned last week with what you wanted to achieve? And put it in parallel with what didn't work as well as you would have expected or hoped. On one hand, what works well that you want to keep, that you want to maintain, that you want to enhance moving forward. And on the other hand, what doesn't seem aligned, that you now know you're going to want to course correct, to let go of, to change. And if that helps you, you can ask yourself that question. If last week was gonna repeat itself over and over or a version of last week was going to repeat itself, would that point towards the direction of my goals and further future vision or not? If I was to repeat what I've been doing so far, does that put me on a trajectory that points in a direction that I'm happy with? And if it does, fantastic. We're going to work on enhancing it. And if it doesn't, then no judgment. Welcome this information, also in a sense as positive, because it gives you that indication that course correction is necessary. So you're getting some feedback that you want to have sooner than later. You're getting that welcomed awareness. So now, with that awareness that we have, we're going to start working on the energy, the intentions that we want to impulse into the week that is just starting now. So as you keep breathing through your heart in that relaxed, calm rhythm, I'm now gonna invite you to let your imagination go wild. So if from now, next week was gonna be the best week ever, if everything that you planned was gonna work out, what if the best possible outcomes were to occur next week? What could it look like? What could it look like at work? What could it look like at home? If everything that was in your control was working smoothly, perfectly on track, right as you expected it or wished it to happen, what would your week look like? Best scenarios. Now I'm gonna invite us to be even more creative and allow some space for everything that is not in our control. So what can you imagine that could happen unexpectedly that would make your week even better? What could happen? What amazing surprises could enter your life? And allow yourself to drift and see what your imagination can come up with. Don't limit yourself, just allow your imagination to be free. Okay, and now we're gonna go one step even further. And now I'm just gonna invite you to set that intention that you're open to welcome and receive anything that you're not even able to imagine right now that would be contributing to your week, that would be very much bringing you closer from your vision for the future. So here, just be through your heart, somehow declare your openness and willingness to witness, receive anything beyond the limits of your imagination, for anything better, anything aligned with your highest good and your vision, your higher vision for your future, for your life. And once you've done that, now I just would like you to become aware of how you're feeling. Just imagining all of these great scenarios and being open. How are you feeling? How does that make you feel? Like, what are the sensations in your body? Or if you prefer, how would you feel? How will you feel when, or how would you feel if all of these best scenarios were to occur? And here, I'm just going to invite you to tune in to those feelings. And maybe it's very clear and you can even put a name to it. Such as, I don't know, passion, excitement, or just love, gratitude, joy. Or maybe it's more of a mix, and you can feel it, but you can't name it, and it's okay too. Whichever way it goes, now I'm just gonna invite you to harness these sensations, and on each of your breath, every time you breathe in, I invite you to imagine that you're breathing in these feelings through your heart and you feel them more intensely. as if they're feeding your body, nurturing your body, filling up your tank, so that all of your body, all of your cells are vibrating to the tune of these elevated feelings, this high vibration. And when you're feeling yourself vibrating, when you're feeling yourself full of these sensations, I'm going to invite us now on each of our out breath to allow these sensations, this feeling to flow out from our hearts as if we are radiating them out like a laser beam out through our hearts, from our hearts into the space around us. Every time you breathe out, just feel as if you're oozing out these feelings, and especially through the heart as it shoots out like a laser beam. And as you're doing that, now I'm going to invite our imaginations again to step in. And now to imagine that on each out breath, as you're radiating this elevated vibration from your heart, I'm going to invite you to imagine that it's opening like a portal in front of you in space, in time and space, like in a sci-fi movie. You're literally opening a portal in space-time right in front of you, radiating out those elevated feelings. And now I'm going to invite us to imagine as if we are walking through this portal we've just opened, a portal into a future where best possible scenarios, the seeds for the best possible scenarios have been planted. A future where we open to receive beyond what we could possibly plan, what we could possibly imagine. A future that is aligned with your vision and brings you closer to your vision. And here, for another minute, just invite you to soak in the energy of this future surrounding you, nurturing you, connecting with you. I invite you to take slow, conscious, deep breath with that intention to breathe in and soak in the information from this future. You're bringing in this information into you through your breath. The information from the field, from the future that is most aligned for you right now. You're bringing it into yourself. So you're bringing into yourself all of the information, the ideas, the wisdom, the insights, the seeds of possibilities, the connections, the seeds of connections with the right people and opportunities. You're bringing and connecting with all of that right now. So now I'm going to invite you to take 3 more deep breaths. And 1. And 2. And 3. Beautiful. Before now, starting to bring yourself back to the here and now, and to do that, rubbing your hands together and touching your body from the top of your head to your feet, and touching your feet, and even if you can, touching the ground. And when you've done that, bringing your hands all the way to the floor, just give yourself another stretch and opening your eyes whenever you're ready. And just know that you can re-listen to this recording any number of times that you want for another dose of alignment. And on these words, I'm gonna say goodbye and see you next week for another session. Bye, everyone.